Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Saturday, September 23rd. Want to get back on the topic of the Social Security tax and the Social Security basically dilemma that we've got going on in the U.S. And as I learned just recently from a new follower, welcome aboard, that it's going on in other countries as well. So basically we discussed in the previous video that the Social Security gets taken out of our paychecks, and it is held by the U.S. government, and then when we're old enough to retire, we are able to get our Social Security benefits. Well, in the U.S., the government likes to keep raising the age for when we can retire. Currently it's 65, and they're trying to get it to 72. And like I said in the previous video, the average lifespan of someone in the U.S. is 70 years old. That's probably a lot to do with the preservatives in our food, but that's going to be another topic in a different video. But what I wanted to chat about in this second video on the Social Security tax and Social Security income is recently, within the last 3 years, we had a virus hit the world called the vid. We'll call it the vid throughout this video. And in that virus, it miraculously targeted mainly older people. So I've always thought that was kind of interesting. And going with the what we were talking about with the Social Security income, as I've told you before, Social Security income is non-transferable. That means if something happens to the person receiving it, their family gets none of that benefit. It's gone. So I was doing some research today about the vid and getting some statistics here. And I was on the World Health Organization's website here. And globally, as of 11:40 a.m. On the 21st of September 2023, there have been 770,778,396 confirmed cases of the vid, including 6,958,499 deaths reported to the World Health Organization as of September 17th, 2023. A total of 13,504,973,753 jabs have been administered. So that's the numbers that we have currently. So let's take a look at that. The U.S. population in 2021 was 331.9 million. As of 2023, there's 339.9 million people in the U.S. And about half of that have admitted to having the vid. Okay? So if we look at that and look at the numbers that we just read and that we were talking about here, 103 million confirmed cases, okay? That puts 1,127,152 deaths from the vid. 64% of that number were elderly people. That number is 721,377 that have passed away, elderly people have passed away from the vid. Now, if you look at roughly the average Social Security income at $1,500. I know some people get more, some people get less. I'm just doing an average here. At $1,500 a month, That's $1 billion a month that the government is saving from those people passing away of vid. That's over $1 trillion. No, it's $12 billion a year that they're saving. No, it's more than, that's a lot. I couldn't even fathom that number. It's $1 billion a month that they're saving on the people who passed away. And like I said before, it's non-transferable. Your Social Security income is non-transferable. That means the government keeps $1 billion a month based on these numbers from the World Health Organization. That's a lot of money. And what do people usually say when it comes to when we can't figure something out, look to the money? I think that it's a fair assumption that when they released the vid on the people, that they had an idea of what was going to go down. And since then, since all of this has went down and they have started releasing the jab, 90% of the people who are getting the jab and have passed away because of that are Democrats. Sadly, it's just they believe everything that they're saying. I'm not saying anything bad about Democrats, but sadly, 90% of them are the ones that are passing away from the jab. There are still some elderly people that are being basically forced to get it, and they don't have no choice in the matter. But once again, we go back to that $1 billion a month that is non-transferable, so the government gets to keep that money. So it's absolutely crazy. So if we look at what's going on now, just the other day, 405,000 Venezuelans came across the border and were issued temporary visas, which gives them Social Security numbers, help with food, and help with lodging. And once you have a Social Security number, that gives you access to vote. So therefore, all of these 405,000 people that came across the border are able to vote. And we have a 2024 election coming up soon. So these people who are able to come across the border and get all this help, who do you think they're going to vote for? Just a quick question. I mean, let me know in the comments below, who do you think they're going to vote for as they come across the border and get all of this free stuff and temporary visa status? So the ones that are getting the jabs, like I said, is 90% Democratic, and a lot of them are passing away. Sadly, we have to replace them with now 405,000 people who came across the border. So we have the numbers in the election that's coming up. So that's kind of an interesting situation, and that's another topic that we'll talk about more in depth, the border and trying to keep it secure. But yeah, you feel free to check those numbers. It is, like I said, the main thing to pay attention in this video is that the Social Security income is non-transferable. That means that $1 billion a month, conservatively, is being kept by the government, and they are now saving that money and not having to pay it out so they can take it from Social Security. And yeah, it's absolutely sickening if you think about it. So like I said in many videos, stay vigilant, pay attention to what's going around us, because I don't think that they were 100% truthful with us with everything that went on with that. I mean, if you look at the jab, for instance, like I said in previous videos, their ticker symbol on the stock market was reading something like $400 trillion. But but yet they were giving it away for free. So how were they making trillions of dollars on a free jab? That's another interesting question. So, like I said, stay vigilant. Keep your ear to the ground and subscribe to my videos. Share these videos. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of them. And yesterday I was telling you about a book, Thomas Paine. It's called Common Sense in the Government. You should take a look at that. The origin and design of the government. I mean, common sense right here. Take a look at that book. Take a look at any of Thomas Paine's books. They're kind of interesting. As always, like and subscribe. If you can, donate to ministriesofthewest.org. It's a nonprofit that's trying to help as many people as we can and small businesses. And have a great weekend. We'll see you on the next video.